Planning for LEED, which is Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. So make sure you also add these to your notes, and these are the things we're going to be talking about. So here is LEED. It's Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. We really don't talk much more about what it stands for, but it'd probably be good to just jot that down. So we're going to look specifically at LEED building types or LEED qualification with respect to homes. But you can be LEED certified in lots of different things. Schools is one of them. So LEED versus Energy Star. I don't know which one of these is LEED, but I think it's him. LEED focuses on the following metrics, the following things: energy savings, water efficiency, CO2 emissions reduction or CO2 emission reductions, and improved indoor air quality and stewardship of resources, taking care of resources. Where in the previous presentation we looked at Energy Star, and that's really developed to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, so that's kind of the same here as this, and other pollutants. So it's really mostly about greenhouse gas emissions and then saving people money. LEED focuses on a lot of these other things. So you can be Energy Star certified and save yourself some money, but you might not have a LEED certification because there's so many other things that they look at. So it's good to know sort of the difference between those two. All right, why would you want to LEED certify? Well, it can reduce a building's carbon footprint if you are LEED certified and you have all of those factors. You can also receive recognition for your commitment to environmental issues. You can receive third-party validation of achievement. You can qualify for financial initiatives, so extra money if you LEED certify, and then just good marketing exposure. It's green building, green architecture is really a kind of a big piece now in industry. And so if you're interested in going to architectural engineering or civil engineering or environmental engineering, understanding LEED and why it's important to build green is really, really important. So these are some of the LEED classifications. There's innovation for design, location and linkages, sustainable sites, water, energy and atmosphere, materials, indoor environmental quality, and awareness and education. So just kind of giving a couple examples. Water efficiency would be something like using energy efficient, water fixtures will give you some credits towards LEED. Using a carpet that doesn't emit bad chemicals and smells, which actually is something that is true for brand new carpets, but using a better type carpet would give you some credits for IEQ, for indoor environmental quality. So you're looking to try to accumulate as many credits as you can. So architects who use special design methods, approaches not identified in the outline credits, or exemplary performance levels may be eligible to receive special recognition. That's your innovation and design. If you do something kind of innovative in how you build it, you don't need to get specific in your notes on all of these. It's good to kind of have a basic idea, but you're going to pick and choose specific categories for your actual Revit design. Location and linkages. You can get credits if you encourage the placement of homes in socially and environmentally responsible ways in relation to a larger community. If you have great walking access, maybe to the grocery stores and things like that, so you don't have to drive just to go get some milk or whatever, because I'm gonna cough. Sustainable site, if you the use of the entire property to minimize the project impact on the site is encouraged. So that sort of means that placing homes that are closer and closer to each other with a lot less yard, basically, so you're maximizing the use of your property, is something that can also give you credits for sustainable site. Water efficiency, so that's kind of a self-explanatory one, finding water efficient fixtures and things. Promotion of on-site renewable energy like solar would be something to get energy and atmosphere credits. Efficient use of environmentally preferable materials and minimizing construction waste also can get you credits. So finding materials that are environmentally friendly. Indoor environmental quality, kind of talked about that with respect to certain kinds of carpets and paints and materials that you might use. Awareness and education. The full benefits of LEED efforts are not realized unless the homeowner and building manager are informed about how to maintain and operate some of these green features, like the solar and like the water energy efficient water fixtures, or you may have two different furnaces, one downstairs and one upstairs, so you can control the temperatures more efficiently. So you have to kind of be aware of this. So kind of making people aware that can give you credits too. So there's 4 levels of LEED certification. So jot these down. You're going to take a look in the next assignment about how many credits you need for each one of them. You can become just LEED certified. That's a certain number of credits. So for example, you might get 3 credits if you have energy efficient water fixtures. And for LEED certified, you have to have, I don't know, 40 credits. So your 3 credits along the way, you got to get the 37 from other different places. For platinum, maybe instead of 40 credits, it's 100. So you have to get credits all over, so it has to be super amazingly LEED designed to become platinum. So these are the kind of the different categories. Home size adjustment, that's one thing that you're going to do in the assignment too. Larger homes consume more resources, so there is a home size adjustment to allow for a reduction in credit point requirements for smaller homes. So what you're going to do is you're going to put in how many bedrooms your house has, how many total square feet your house has. So you're going to have to look up your original design and kind of figure out how many square feet it was, or just go to Revit and measure the length times width and figure out how many square feet it is. And you might come up with a negative number. So that means that it's making it easier for you to get to your LEED certification, where it's subtracting it for you. So instead of having to get 40 for certified, for example, you only have to get maybe 35 to get certified. So there are LEED adjustments for that. And it goes the other direction too. If you have a ginormous house, then you might have to add credits because it's so big. Green buildings can return cost savings depending on the design strategies for the structure. So some may cost more up front, but they can save money in the long run, like solar or water fixtures that are energy efficient, things like that. Certification for architects and designers. They can be certified through classes, seminars, testing, and then you are a LEED accredited professional. So then if you're looking for a job, you kind of have this accreditation, and that's something that you might be interested in if you're going into this in college, something that you definitely want to check out. That's it for LEED. I hope it didn't lead you astray. I'm going to lead you in the right direction. Let's lead each other to success. I'm going to lead myself out of here.